I'll wait to see your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses.
Welcome to Turkey. The party is beginning. And off we go from Gemiler, headed to Marmaris today. Beautiful sunrise. Today is March 27th and we are headed to Marmaris. We are motoring because there's no wind and the weather's supposed to be pretty bad the next couple of days. Swells are going to be pretty big tomorrow, so we decided to leave. And we've got an ever so noisy one over here. Yesterday we spent a couple of hours with our friend David and Sarah on their cat, getting so much information on every place to go to and between Finike and Istanbul, pretty much. I mean, we took notes of everything we need to do in Turkey. So I'm going into the Turkish water pilot book, and I've got this one. And I'm going to start circling and marking all of the places that they told us about. Not just to go visit and sightsee, but where there's safe places in case of bad weather. So they gave us a bunch of different anchorages to tuck in if need be, if the weather turns. So really, really important information. So that's my homework right now, and then I've got a million other things on my to-do list. So Donovan is at the helm, reading up on the marina where we're going to be staying in Marmaris. And it says, there are late moorings, there's not much room to maneuver, so you should have everything ready before heading down between the pontoons to your berth. So some of these are, I mean, you can see there's not much room at all to turn, so hopefully they're gonna pick a spot for us that's easy. This should be interesting and fun. The winds are going to be pretty terrible in the next 24-ish hours, and our buddy boat is not staying in the marina, they're staying on anchor. So we're just going very, very close to a little anchorage where there's more protection from the direction of the wind. And we're going to join them, and then we'll all go into Marmaris tomorrow. But I'm just amazed at the color difference here. It's super red. We are coming up on Marmaris. There's Odyssey X. Let's see what's on this side other than Zoe's potty pad. Marmaris is a port city and tourist resort on the southwestern coast of Turkey with a population of about 100,000 people. It's located on the northern edge of what's called the Turkish Riviera or the Turquoise Riviera. Marmaris was a small fishing village known for its honey, but after a construction boom in the 1980s, its main source of income comes from international tourism, with the majority being from the UK. Man, Marmaris looks gigantic. Marmaris is probably the most popular city along the Turkish coastline for sailors and divers. It has two major marinas and several other smaller ones. It's a well-known wintering location for cruising boaters, and you can find many chandleries and shops selling parts or services relating to boating repairs and upgrades. Our anchorage in Marmaris. A little bit of hotels and restaurants and businesses here. It's not Marmaris here. Icemeler, something like that, with the little squiggly under the sea. So I think it's like a J. That over there is Marmaris. I picked the least amount of wind I could so I could bring Zoe out to do her last potty for the night. The waves are crazy. The wind is crazy. It's not even bad yet. It's like 20 knots or something. I'm not sure. It's gonna get much worse than this before it gets better. Come on, follow Mama. The closest airport is 1 hour away in Dalaman, which is a fairly large airport with many flight options.
There are ferries that operate from Marmaris to Rhodes and Simi, both in Greece. You're at 19 meters right now. You want me to rev it? We've learned something new, that with the starboard engine, which controls the windlass, we need to rev it up sometimes for the motor to work. And if you push this on forward, the boat starts moving. If you just want to rev up. Yeah? Okay, hang on. We're turning in place right now because the anchor's stuck. But anyway, if you pull this out that way, you can rev the engine without moving the boat forward, which is something new we've learned. So now it's stuck, so he's trying to get it unstuck. We were stuck so well from the wind last night that now we can't get it out, which is a good thing, I guess. Is that good? Do you want me to still go forward, or do you want me... All right. So we're at 16 meters right now, and we dropped it on 14, so we're at 14 now, so we should be off the ground now. The beast has awakened. Okay, do you want me to go backwards, or... Jesus. I don't know if that was for us or... I don't know, but now they woke up Zoe again. Oh, that's pretty. Good morning, Turkey. The city became known as Marmaris, a name derived from the Greek word marmaron, or marble, in reference to the rich marble deposits in the region and the city's prominent role in the marble trade. It is thought that a castle was constructed there around 3000 BC. The area eventually came under the control of the Persian Empire. In 334 BC, the area was invaded by Alexander the Great and the castle was besieged. In the later Middle Ages, Marmaris served as a base for the Ottoman navy. The castle was rebuilt completely in 1522 to accommodate an Ottoman army. Throughout Ottoman rule, Marmaris retained its majority Greek population until the end of World War I. In the aftermath of the Greco-Turkish War between 1919 and 1922, there was a population exchange, with the majority Greek population moving to Greece and the Turkish migrants moving into Marmaris from the Balkans. In 1957, the city was mostly destroyed by an earthquake, except for the castle and other historic buildings. After some repair work, the castle was converted into a museum. Oof. Okay. Take a breath, Claudine. You can do this. Alright, so that's us. True winds are almost directly behind us. It's nice and calm right now here, which means in the marina it'll be nicer.
We'll turn the thing off.
Testing, testing. I can hear you now. The volume's pretty bad though. Talk again? Yeah. Which one's the volume on this thing? I must have screwed with the volume. I see it. I see it. Alright, I'm gonna call the marina. Yes, good night, and Okaliptüs here. We are pulling into the marina now, and I just wanted to get some assistance, please, from the marineros. Teşekkür ederim, over. Apparently it doesn't really matter what you ask for. I clearly said seawall A, B, C, D, so they put us into F, which is, as you can see, super skinny. And they put us in parallel parking. It ended up being fine. I mean, everything went fine because he pushed me in. I just went super slowly. The wind was coming to my starboard side, so I stayed to the starboard side so it wouldn't push me into the boats. And I made it, but not even close to where I requested to be. But they didn't even give me a choice. Like, they said, they're full, there's nowhere else to go. All right, so now that I've been able to stop hyperventilating, that is the spot that I just came through. The winds are coming in this direction. So my goal was to stay as close as possible to those boats because it's pushing me this way. I don't know if you can see my big fat finger in the screen, but anyway. Teşekkür ederim. And they parallel parked us. That is a very small fairway. I can't believe I just did this. I mean, he pushed me in, so it's not like I had to parallel park like a car. And I went incredibly slowly. I couldn't back in here, I guess. They did not want me to back in because we're too long. We're 44 feet long. We would have stuck out way too much. So it was either you parallel park or you parallel park. Those are your only two options. All right, we just checked in at Marmaris Marina, and now we're headed back to the boat to have showers and naps because last night did not produce enough sleep. And I'm passing out right now. All right, we're home. The little shopping area of the marina. Very cute.
That's a neat. Looks like a shirt. I like that. For you.
Little kitty cat. Either that cat is pregnant with 50 cats or she's just incredibly fat. Kitty cat's thirsty? Too cute. That water's pretty gross though. We'd been told by many other cruisers that any repairs or upgrades we wanted to do could be done in Marmaris, and they were right. There are hundreds of shops and businesses offering boat-related parts and services. We have friends who had custom-made cockpit cushions, engines replaced, and we actually decided to get a few things done as well, like adding a UV strip to our Gemiler, redesigning our bridle and lines, and doing some electrical and plumbing work. That's where we came in, and we're down there somewhere.
You know how long a half a day gets you?
One cat, two cat, three cat. Come on.
You know a couple cats.
Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4 cat.
I thought this went to that other road, but obviously not. There may be a cut through. I don't know. I don't have my phone.
The wind has started. It is crazy out here. I'm so glad I did not have to come into this marina right now. Look at that water. Holy moly. I would have hit every single boat coming down. So it's the off season right now, but I imagine this looks so cute when they've got it all fixed up and flower pots and stuff. We've got a lot of construction. That's where we were anchored yesterday that we came from. Içmeler, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So they're starting to open up some places here. You see tablecloths coming out, but there's still a lot of construction noise everywhere. Unfortunately, we arrived at the tail end of the affordable boat work timeline because the price hikes between 2021 and today have been quite shocking. So much so, in fact, that folks no longer rush to Marmaris or actually Turkey to have any work done, and now prefer to have work done in other countries like Greece. It's really a pity though, because I'm sure their economy has taken a really big hit by losing all the potential income coming from the cruising community, but it's just really become pretty unaffordable for most cruisers. We are incredibly lucky that we had the opportunity to visit that beautiful city with its beautiful people when we did. I am about shopped out. We have been all over Marmaris today trying to get our VHF Garmin updated with our MMSI number, which we never were able to do because they want to ship it to Istanbul. I was under the impression that they were going to do it here. So we took the whole VHF out of the nav station and took it to the shop to get the MMSI number done, and then he tells us he's shipping it to Istanbul to a Garmin dealer there. Like, anyway. So we still have it, but we did get our boat decals with our boat name, so we can change the name of the boat officially. We got a bunch of extra line to make a new bridle because the bridle that we have is too short and we swing a lot on anchor. When there's a lot of wind, we're swinging all over the place. So hopefully this longer and thicker line is gonna keep us from doing that. What else? I'm so tired. We've been walking all damn day. We found some almond milk for Donovan and a bunch of gluten-free cookies, but no gluten-free cereal. So still looking for that. We were hoping that Marmaris, being such a big city, would be easy, but it's not. Tell me if you're gonna accelerate so I can hold on to the painter. Just give me a warning.
Once I get out of here, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Look at the tail. It's like poof.
Oh, that is just obnoxious. Last week we were swinging all over the place because our bridle is really small or short, so we're making it longer. So that's what he's working on now. We had to get new snubbers and a thicker line. It's 20 millimeter. I think we had 16 millimeter, and it was only like, what was the original bridle? Like 2 meters on each side, 3 meters? Yeah, I think we're putting 4 or 5 meters on each side now with the knot. So hopefully it's gonna help on the swinging. But as with all boat projects, those little, I don't know what they're called, but those little metal round donut looking thing there was too small for the line. He had to get bigger ones so that the line wouldn't rub up. And so getting those things off has been a nightmare of cussing and hammering and noise. Meanwhile, we've got bunches of people in the marina that are trying to check into their charter boats while we're making a racket. But now I think he's got it. The snubbers are gonna help take some of that weight or I don't know how to describe it. It makes it like elasticy, I guess, so the boat kind of bounces a little bit more versus being brusque movements, like where you're gonna get your neck twisted off. That's today's project. So tomorrow we're gonna go and anchor out in a little cove protected from the winds that are coming in the next couple of days. So that's why we need to get this bridle fixed and done really fast because I don't want to bounce around at that new anchorage. So we got out of our spot. We went over there to get gas and pump out. We filled up our diesel, we filled up our dinghy, and now we are headed to a new anchorage. Anyway, oh, there's a race today, by the way. We went to the grocery stores to provision, and we just saw oodles of people everywhere, all in their little race outfits. And so we rushed to the grocery store to get provisions before they took them all. So yeah, so we're gonna go to an anchorage now that's gonna protect us from the storm that's coming in 2 days so that we don't have to worry about having to get out of this marina in really strong winds. I think the race started and they're going in the same direction we are, so that's gonna be fun. I think I might just let them pass.
dream that I live in. Oh, don't wake me up before you go, and I'll just make this bed my home. Oh, darling, please just let me sleep. Give me my dreams.
And then these little guys here are trying to cross. I mean, they're coming at us from every direction. There's so much traffic in here. Oh my god. They're everywhere. We just need to stay the fuck out of everybody's way.
Nothing's ever as it seems, yeah, except in that world that I dream of. Never gonna lose the ones I love. Never gonna lose the ones I love.
Quick video of our new anchorage where we just moved today. The winds are going to be coming directly in front of us, so towards the phone, towards the camera right now. So we've got this big mountain here to protect us. There's another marina there, not the one where we just were. I don't know if those mountains caught on fire or what the deal is with everything else is pretty green, but those are kind of a mess.